Yo guys, what is going on? JPS back for another video, and welcome to day 4 of the Berlin vlogs, or more broadly, the Germany vlogs, as I'm going to be going more places than just Berlin. I actually have a surprise city I'm going to that I did not tell you guys about in the itinerary video, so stay tuned for that. I'm actually going to be heading there this weekend. It's going to be a fun one, so make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the vlogs. Walking through a beautiful little garden here. Love the parks in Germany. They're so peaceful and everyone's just doing their own thing, not worried about what anyone else is doing. Hence why I feel so comfortable vlogging in public. But yeah, right now guys, we are on the way to another park, much bigger park. And next to that park are the remnants of some of the Berlin Wall. I'm gonna get some of that on camera for you guys. And last night, guys, I went to, I don't know if it's a club or a rave. Kind of been using, I'm gonna actually head back down because that's the playground there. I don't wanna look like I'm recording kids. But I went to a club. I kind of see club and rave as interchangeable words at this point because I don't believe I've been to a rave yet, but the music in the club felt very rave-like to me. I mean, it was just dunce, 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 dunce all night. And what I really liked was how creative they get with the beat drops. Sometimes you just do not know when it's coming. Another thing I was really impressed with was the dancing. Some people were busting out some moves all night. I was in there for about 2-3 hours and there were a few dudes in there who literally danced 3 hours straight. I did not see anyone take a break, so the Germans know how to get with it. I'm not sure what type of drugs they're on. Ketamine, MDMA, coke, who knows? Either way, they had some serious moves, so that was fun to watch, and it was fun to see. Obviously, it's a weeknight, so the clubs aren't going to be crazy, but I'm excited to go out on Friday night because the fact that Berlin has such a dynamic nightlife, even during the week, says that we're in for a treat this weekend, and I am very excited for that. So yeah, guys, I'm going to head up towards this other park. Not sure what we have planned for the day. It's very difficult structuring days to begin with, and I was kind of trying to avoid that, so it's been working out pretty well. It's just I have some very, very busy days with juggling, the touring, the editing, the filming, the meeting new people, the eating, which I actually didn't do yesterday, guys. I went 27 hours, and in that time, I only had one meal. So not good at all. Kind of mad at myself for that because that's just stupid. Why would I do that? I need to treat myself better. So we had a nice breakfast this morning, and I'm gonna make sure I try and get at least, my 3 meals in because we're doing a lot of walking. I haven't been tracking my steps, but Ryan has, and I think we put in like a 20,000 step day yesterday. So we're getting some really good exercise in and drinking the whole way through. Interestingly enough, I thought I'd be drinking a lot more during the day, but my appetite's a bit soured for morning/early afternoon drinking when I'm waking up in the morning/early afternoon from a night full of drinking. So I'm not quite on any Berliner's level with that regard, but maybe we'll get there. Hopefully not, but we'll see. So yeah, we're gonna probably start drinking. I'm gonna link up with Ryan later this afternoon, so it's kind of on my own, and then he's got classes and stuff, so we'll see him. I think I'm actually gonna meet one of his classmates, and I've been saying we want to hit up a beer garden, so I think we're gonna do that today, and it's gonna be a great day. So thank you all so much for joining me along this ride, and let's go about the day. Let's do it. All right, guys, another thing I wanted to talk about with regard to Berlin specifically is just the nature of the city. Do you guys hear this right now? I am like literally 1 or 2 blocks off of city center, and this is how quiet it is. I mean, again, there's not one singular city center in Berlin, but like what I'm saying is I came from a very busy area and I've only been walking for about 4 or 5 minutes, and it feels like I'm in a residential suburban neighborhood. And that is something that is very unique to Berlin. They have these building limits, so a lot of the buildings are the same height. They can't be, I don't know if it's taller than the Brandenburg Gate specifically or another metric, but they do have building restrictions, so a lot of the buildings and architecture looks very similar. So for me, it's actually difficult to decipher the difference between different neighborhoods in Berlin because of how similar they look to one another. And that's pretty unique. We also noticed that one street will be just normal Berlin, what you would expect, and then another street was very posh. Like we walked down this one street, everyone was eating outside on these white tables, tablecloths, and roses all over it, and there was a Lamborghini parked next to it. I'm like, what did we just get ourselves into? And that's just one street. Again, I don't know if that's specific to Berlin, because in most cities, one street will be completely different to the next due to a lot of different factors, mainly gentrification back home. But yeah, that's something that I really wanted to touch on here, and that I've talked about a lot and mentioned to people I've been with, is like, is this Berlin? Like, why is it so quiet here? Like, where's the liquor stores? Sometimes it's hard to find liquor stores, bars, clubs, and things, because they're kind of spread out. And if you're in the wrong area, you could end up having to walk a mile just to get a beer. That's what I've noticed. So yeah, it's just such a large city, so easy to get lost and easy to take a while to find what you're looking for. Another thing about Berlin, there's a lot of graffiti. When you're riding on the train, you'll see the back of buildings have been painted, and I like it. I like graffiti. Just says a lot about the city, I guess. So cool. And that damn siren, guys, I will never enjoy that sound. It is a good sound though, because you know what it is right away, but it's just like, I remember I was walking down the street and that siren started blaring just out of nowhere. Like, I literally jumped through my skin. Like, the park is so chill though. Like, I just love the German parks. All right, guys, we have come across another German playground. And you guys are probably like, why is this dude so fascinated with playgrounds? Get this creep away. But the reason, guys, because we've reacted to a few videos on the German playgrounds, and it's just so funny to see them in real life. Everyone grows up with playgrounds, but seeing the different structures and games that are available on these, I've never seen them in my life before. I mean, what is this? Look at this, guys. I know all the Americans watching this. Have y'all seen any of that? Like, definitely never seen that before. So engineering is definitely a lot different here. I would say more creative. This playground looks different than some of the other playgrounds I've seen. So there's definitely a lot of differences in the playgrounds here. Whereas in the United States, I feel like there is a kind of a standard that they all follow, and not as nearly as much variance that I've noticed in at least the way the structures look. So am I overanalyzing the playgrounds? Probably, but it's just fascinating to me because you see it in video and then seeing it in real life. Two very different things for sure. So we sat outside at a pizza place, first Italian restaurant on the trip, and I just realized a key difference between restaurants outside in the United States and restaurants in Germany. So for a restaurant to legally sell alcohol and serve it outside with an outside seating area, there has to be a physical barrier between the restaurant's property and the public. So usually you'll see walls, fences, gates, just assortments of really put together barriers. Whereas in Germany, if you look around, we're literally sat on the street right now. So I feel like it makes the city flow a lot better. You'll just have public traffic coming right through, which it's pretty cool, and it's really good for people staring. So yeah, that's a key difference. I call myself a little pizza connoisseur. So yeah, we'll see.